Good morning, everybody. Here we are again, a lovely Wednesday morning. What makes me laugh is, right, I got new neighbours over the road, and that bush you see there, before they sold that house, they took that bush out and cleaned all the driveway up. And now these new neighbours, they've stuck a blue van outside. The bush has grown back, and they've stuck a BMW on the grass. What's that all about? Bloody hell. That was that bush has always been a nuisance, and people took it out. Yeah, man. I don't know what it's all about. They're parking a van there. Look, no one can ever get past now. Oh, what's that all about? You lot, come on. They're probably nice people. Just a bit weird, I think. So I've been given the opportunity to go and do a course, so that would mean that I can use my drone for. Well, I could use it for commercial purposes, as far as I understand. So I could go and I could charge people to get shots of whatever they want me to get video shots of. You know, I could go and fly around someone's house and sell them the video, you know, or whatever, which is a good opportunity. But man, I didn't realise how much bloody theory work and everything that's involved with it. They sent me over the paperwork and all the details, and there's a lot of stuff I've got to do. Plus I've got to get some insurance. Oh my giddy aunt. Yeah, man, there's a lot to do, and at the time there's a date. I've got to do an exam, and I've got to do a practical exam as well, which is all good and dandy. But the thing is as well, you have to fly a minimum of 2 hours within 3 months before the exam. Well, I haven't flown it a single second in the last 3 months, because to be perfectly honest with you, I know that person. To be honest with you, I'm scared of using my drone in case I lose it. There's £1,000. It took me about 4 years to save up enough money to buy it. By the time I really wanted one. Remember when them Phantoms come out, the big white ones, you know, that didn't fold up, they were in a big massive case. I thought I want one of them. You had to stick a GoPro on it. They didn't have their own camera. They had a GoPro. Anyway, so I decided I wanted one of them. And I was saving up, and by the time I'd saved up enough money to actually buy one, they brought out about 4 or 5 new ones, you know, fold-up ones. And I got one of the Mavics, fold-up one in the end. But yeah, man, there's so much money, and I'm scared of using it, so I haven't flown a single second. Oh man, it just sits in there. I've had it now in 2017, I think it was. I bought it. 2018. No, it was 2017. Definitely 2017 is when I bought it, and I haven't really used it at all. I fly around a few times in parks and whatever, but I don't use it to its full potential, you know. I don't go up and get good, you know I don't, because if you did, the footage would be in the videos. So yeah, I've got to go and do some massive flying before my exam, which is next month. So there we go. I've got to do, oh pardon me, so tired. I was up last night till about midnight trying to look for all the paperwork on it and do everything that I've got to do for it. The trouble is I can't do theory. That's why I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school really. I went to school, but I didn't do any of the work. I didn't go to classes, and I didn't pass any school, like exams or anything like that, because I can't do theory work. I can't do work like that. I don't learn like that. I can't do it in my head. So trying to get my head around it is difficult. But I will do it, because the opportunity that I've been given is a massive opportunity. So you know, you can't pass that up, can you? Plus it's going to mean that I've got to go to Cambridgeshire for the practical exam. In Cambridgeshire, I looked up the address on Google Maps, and it's nearly 3 hours away from me, about 2.5 hours, but it depends on traffic. There's a few different routes I could go on as well. So it means I'm going to have a nice day trip over there to go and do the practical exam. And I think, I'm not sure if I've got to try and get another battery. I can't afford another battery, but I was looking at videos on the internet, on YouTube, about this particular course, and people going through 1 or 2 battery or 3 batteries in just a practical exam. You have to use your own drone. Well, I've only got 1 battery, so it's just going to have to be tough. I'm just going to have to try and fit everything they want me to do in that 20 minutes that you get flying with 1 battery. So, but I'm really excited about it, because it just means that going on the course might give me the confidence I need to just go out there and just use my drone and get my money's worth out of it. I'm just so scared that I'm going to either crash it myself, which I've done 3 times so far, crashed it, or there'll be some kind of malfunction with it. It'll fly off or crash, and I'll lose it. I won't be able to get it back. It'll be in a place where I can't get it, and that's £1,000 just gone. And that's what I'm so scared. Like a nitro car on the floor, you can get it, but something that's in the sky flies off, you've lost it forever. So I've lost loads of helicopters and aeroplanes, RC ones, without GPS. I've lost loads of them. This has got GPS obviously, but it still have a malfunction, you never know. But hopefully it'll give me the confidence to actually go and use it, and then I'll be able to, not only will I be able to put more footage in the videos for you lot to watch, but I could make a little business out of it on the side, couldn't I? So it's exciting. I'm really excited. I'm tired and I don't understand any of the paperwork. I just got to go with it, but I'll get there. So yeah, what an exciting concept. Yeah, I really want to be able to just use that drone. I can get some awesome shots with it if I just sort of had the confidence to fly it high and out and around, you know, and not be scared to lose it. But there you go. Youth unemployment is rising. Really? Why don't they just go and get jobs? I don't understand it. A lot of them are lazy. Not all of them, but quite a lot, you know. I'll take a youth on under my wing. I'll take someone under my wing and teach them, you know, my game, my industry. But none of the ones want to do anything. You know, they just want to turn up and sit around and do nothing. The minute you say we've got to do some work, they go, I'm going home. Idiots. Somebody said, did I bother checking the spark plug gaps? Because I serviced this car at the weekend, and it's done now. It's done 100 miles since it's had its service. Can you see that? I think you can see that, can't you? I don't know. Anyway, 100.9 miles since I've done the service. Someone said, did I bother checking the spark plug gaps? Because in one video I was going on about, you got to make sure you check the gaps on brand new spark plugs because they don't come pre-gapped. And someone said, did I check the gaps before off of camera? I bet you did. No, I didn't bother. I just whack them in. Why not? Do as I say, not do as I do. And tell you what though, it's not bad. It's running well. It is running well. It's at the moment, you know, touch the wood like. It's rattling now. Of course it's rattling now. I've only just started it up. It's cold. It's quite cold today. I don't know what the temperature was. I think it was about 14 or something degrees today. It was 8 degrees this morning. I think it's about 14 degrees now. So it's cold. But anyway, I'm going home. See you later. Ooh, still going on about it. As long as it's going on, I'm gonna milk it. I'm gonna keep talking about it. But everyone's buying all the fuel again. Yeah, this one's been empty for a long time now. But you do know, you lot, that it seems to be the problem's only for the people who use the certain suppliers. Like this is an SO. You got BP, and I don't know if Merco have got the trouble. But you know the problem. You know, a lot of supermarkets, but not all of them. Sainsbury's have got fuel, Asda have got fuel, Tesco's have got it. The trouble is everybody keeps buying it all really quick, which means it sells out quick. That's the trouble. So it's only your own faults, I'm afraid, you lot. It's only your own faults. Well, it's the media. The BBC started it, and then I think, I don't know about ITV, but BBC started it. Talking about crap and talking about rubbish, and then all of a sudden everybody panicked and went out and bought all the fuel, which caused a shortage. Before then, there was no problem. As soon as the news said there is a shortage of lorry drivers, which might be true, there will be shortage of fuels getting to the stations. Everybody then went out and bought it all, just like they did all the toilet rolls and all the food, even though there wouldn't have been a problem if they didn't go and buy it all. But the public can't seem to understand that concept, can they? Can you? Nobody can understand that. The fact of being not selfish and being normal. Everybody's selfish these days, all thinking about themselves. Come on, you lot, stop being gay. Hello, you lot. It's a lovely Thursday. The end of a Thursday. Just about to go home. 5 o'clock. So I thought to myself, bloody hell, it's still light outside. 5 o'clock, still light, but it's getting dark at about 20 to 7. I think it's about 20 to 7 when it gets dark now, and it's 7 o'clock, somewhere around there. I hope everyone's had a good week. So it's been a nice week here. I think it's going to rain tomorrow, but that'll be alright. That'll be alright. I keep seeing on the internet, it keeps popping up now, bloody doing my head in. It keeps going, have you been hurt? All this kind of stuff, you know. It's important to talk, you know. And, oh, mate, what's it all about? What's it all about? Bloody hell. Why can't humans just be humans? Do you know what I mean? It's annoying. Very annoying, don't you think? I think it's because too many people are watching the news and listening to news on the radio and things, and watching the news on the TV and all that, and all that does, all the news is like it reports that people are, you know, unwell and not in a very good mental state because of the coronavirus, what happened a long time ago. But then it's because they're reporting that, that's why people are like that, if they are like that. Do you not see what I'm trying to say? People are perfectly fine going about their daily lives. They watch the news says something along the lines of, you know, we're all going to be doomed because there is a shortage of fuel. We're all going to be doomed because there's a shortage of cabbages and carrots. No one's going to be able to eat any vegetables. There's a shortage of meat because there's no gas. So there's a shortage of meat and we're all going to die of starvation. People are starting to get depressed because they believe the news, so they get depressed. They have mental health problems that they didn't have before, and now they're sitting there, they're talking and they're worrying and they're getting anxiety, all because of the news. If the news didn't make up stories and blow things out of proportion, then everybody would be perfectly fine. There wouldn't be nearly as many people that supposedly got anxiety. I'm not saying they don't have it, but they have it because of the news. So it's very stupid, and it's getting on my nerves a little bit that every time I open up YouTube, it comes up with a load of videos. Do you feel anxious about life? Fuck off. Fucking life. Life is what you make it, and if you make it stupid, you will be, you know, you'll have all them things. But you know, I don't have any of the other. I deleted TikTok. I downloaded. Funny story. You know what? Funny story. I downloaded TikTok only because a long time ago, as you lot know, I work with lorry drivers, tipper drivers, and all that, and a lot of them they're on a different world altogether. And there's one particular company that I used to work with quite a lot and got to know some of the drivers. And a friend of mine said, "Have you got TikTok?" I said, "No." He said, "Download TikTok because this particular company's one of their drivers. He's on TikTok making videos, you know, around their work, going in and out of sites and driving up and down roads and things in their tipper lorry." He said, you should download TikTok and make a video, take the piss out of them as a laugh, you know, as a proper laugh, just for a joke, because everyone knows I like a joke. I mess around with everyone and take the piss out of them, and they do the same to me. So I downloaded TikTok, made a video. Anyway, apparently they didn't like it. I got in a bit of trouble, not serious trouble, but you know, that video got banned and deleted because they reported it as harassment. So that's that. Anyway, so I had TikTok for a bit, put a few videos on there, messed around with it for a little bit, but it was no good. It keeps coming up with bloody videos, you know, all these bloody shit things about people being stupid and gay with all the coronavirus and all that rubbish, and it's just getting on my nerves. So I got rid of that. Social media is not good for you, because what it does is it just keeps going on and on and on at you, and you're like, oh, just fuck off. Anyway, so I don't have that, but I don't understand, you know, people wouldn't be as as unhealthy as they are mentally if it wasn't for news. I don't understand it, you lot. I really don't. It's like today, right, that I was listening, I had the radio on, a bit of music, and then the news come on, and they're talking about the bloody meant to be the crisis, the shortage of petrol, you know, and they're talking about it as if it's a bad thing, you know what I mean? They're reporting on it as if it's a seriously bad thing. And it's just like, look, you're the ones making it worse, you know what I mean? You're telling people that you know, there's a shortage, and they're going to start panicking because that's what people do. Ah, man, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Anyway, I just don't understand how people just don't see that the news isn't real. It's a big thing, you know. Making news is probably money in it. I don't know how they get paid, but there's a lot of money in it. So they want to make things up. They want to blow things out of proportion, watch everybody panic, and then they can report on the panicking. Didn't I notice that? They make up a story, or there might be a small story there that's true, and then they blow it out of proportion. People start to panic, and then they make a news program on the panicking. Like they say, for example, back to the fuel thing, they said about there is, you know, a little small shortage of drivers, and it's causing a shortage on fuel. Yep, whatever, in a nutshell. People started to panic, queue up at petrol stations, then they're at the petrol stations reporting people are queuing up at petrol stations because they are panic buying the fuel. Well, they shouldn't be panic buying any fuel, because it's you lot that told them, that made them panic, because people are stupid these days. So now that's what media does, that is what the news does. But why don't people see this? If they choose to watch the news, why can't they just see, like, the news, listen to the story, and think to themselves, yeah, that seems a bit too, you know, a bit too far out, and ignore it, you know, or take it with a pinch of salt. But instead they take it completely seriously, go off and start panicking, sitting in a corner shaking and buying a load of petrol. What's it all about? Oh, that's enough of that now. That's enough. I had to tell you like that, because it's just fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Shortage of meat. There's no shortage of meat. I went down the shop and bought some mince the other day. Plenty of chicken, plenty of mince, plenty of beef, plenty of anything you want. Mad. Absolutely mad. Anyway, I've got to mess around with this drone, and I've got to try and learn all this drone stuff and get all this sorted out. You watch. When I get this drone stuff sorted out, there'll be some pretty cool video shots coming up for you lot. Trust me. Anyway, I'm going up. It's gone 5 o'clock now, because I've sat here talking to you lot. It's gone 5 o'clock. So I'm going to go miss the traffic. See you later.